This sound has been heard for hundreds of years. This melody is played from here, the place where the second largest shrine on the earth can be seen. The shrine of Ali ibn Musa Redha, peace be upon him, the 8th Shia Imam. This cadence calls people to prayer. 31.5 million people travel to this very place every year. What is the story behind the transformation of the small village of Noran to one of the most important religious sites in the world by Imam Redha, peace be upon him? This is the story of Imam Redha and his sovereignty over the hearts of so many. "12 centuries ago, in the year 203 AH, Imam Reza's pure body was buried in a small tomb in a large garden area. Throughout the centuries, leading individuals of the Islamic countries, rulers and potentates of Khorasan and other Muslims, with sincerity and affection, spent money and efforts to enlarge this small monument, transforming it to a magnificent structure, now occupying more than 1 million square meters overall. These sacred grounds are now administered by the largest, most powerful non-governmental organization in Iran, known as Astan Quds Razavi. Thousands of workers offer their services as volunteers who seek to assure the ease and comfort of the pilgrims to this shrine. Among these volunteers are doctors, intellectuals, religious scholars, government representatives and ministers, all of whom assist pilgrims visiting the shrine. 2,240,000 people from 180 countries visit this sacred site yearly. Nearly 1.5 million of these are non-Iranian Muslims, while nearly 4,000 are tourists belonging to other religions. The shrine of Imam Ali ibn Musa Redha, peace be upon him, is comprised of various structures and sections such as sanctuaries or flowered walkways, courtyards and porticos. The sanctuaries in the region of the blessed shrine of Imam Redha are known as Bast and mark the outer boundaries of the sacred areas, also known as Quds region. Each bast leads directly to one of the courtyards of the shrine. These entranceways, decorated with magnificent tileworks, intricate brickworks, and decorative stones, are found at each of the 4 main entrances to the shrine area. Passing along these entranceways, you reach the courtyards. There are large, open, uncovered courtyards where religious rituals are carried out on Eids, holy days, and occasions of mourning, and where congregational prayers are held. The Haram contains a total of 9 uncovered courtyards. Among these, the oldest is the Revolution Courtyard, the largest is the Razavi Grand Courtyard, and the smallest is the Quds Courtyard, which contains a replication of the Quds Mosque in Palestine. Passing through the outdoor courtyard, you enter the covered indoor areas called portico or ravaq, which serve as large vestibules before reaching the sacred tomb itself. These vestibules or halls are decorated with exquisite, inimitable mirrorwork and tiling. The holy shrine of Imam Redha contains 32 such porticos, the oldest of which is known as Dar al-Hafaz, The largest is called the Imam Khomeini Portico, and the smallest portico is known as Dar al-Izzah. These porticos and other secluded prayer areas known as Shabistans have always been exceptional places to engage in solitude while the heart seeks nearness to Allah. Passing through these ravahs guides us to the holy tomb, the area under the main dome where the tomb is situated. The tomb of Imam Redha, peace be upon him, is located inside a silver gritwork called the Dhari. The pilgrims and devotees gather round the Dhari to pour out their hearts to their Imam. Above this sacred burial chamber is a golden dome built 9 centuries ago, redone 400 years ago to include a gold covering on its outer layer. In the past, the call to prayer was issued from minarets around the dome and over the entrances to the Razavi courtyard. The minarets also served as guiding lights for pilgrims to find their way in the night. This complex also contains the Gohar Shad Mosque, educational and cultural centers, a museum, library, and medical clinics. The Razavi Cultural Foundation also is comprised of the Imam Reza School Complex covering grades from kindergarten to college prep. These schools were built purposely in underprivileged areas and serve more than 7,000 students. Razavi University, Imam Reza International University, and the Islamic Research Foundation are other academic and research centers of Astan Quds that have almost 80 study fields in bachelor, master's degree, and doctorate, and more than 5,000 students and researchers are studying in these centers. Astan Quds Razavi Printing and Publishing Institute, with over 30 million copies of books published on topics such as Islamic sciences and knowledge, Quran, and other areas of learning, offers books and educational material in their stores in Mashhad, Tehran, and other cities in Iran. The Astan Quds Central Library is one of the most important libraries for Islamic knowledge in Iran and the Islamic world. This library, as well as 60 other of its subsidiary libraries, holds 4.5 million printed books and 8 million internet sources. Holding innumerable manuscripts and rare copies, it is considered one of the main international centers for Islamic research. The Astan Quds Museum, with 4 buildings, 16 specialized collections, and more than 8,000 valuable objects, hosts more than 1 million visitors yearly. The museum complex includes a museum dedicated to the history of the Razavi Shrine, a carpet museum, valuable coin treasury, stamp collection, and postal history collection. Imam Reza's banquet hall has a long history, equipped to serve 18,000 guests, currently serving 16,000 guests and workers daily. In the blessed month of Ramadan, nearly 3 million people were served iftar as guests of the Holy Shrine, making this the largest serving area for hot iftar meals in the world. Razavi Multi-Super Specialty Hospital, the Dar al-Shafa Clinic, as well as other hospitals affiliated with Astan Quds Razavi, are among the medical treatment centers related to this holy site. These centers serve local and international patients in areas such as nuclear medicine, cancer treatment, and various clinical specializations. Razavi Financial and Economic Organization was formed with the purpose of supplying the necessary resources to provide a secure and ongoing basis for the cultural, social, and philanthropic works of Astan Quds Razavi. This foundation is active in various areas such as pharmaceuticals, food production, fabric and carpets, building and construction, farming and animal husbandry, oil and gas, IT, and financials and investment. These various activities are carried out by over 70 companies and organizations under the supervision of the Razavi Financial and Economic Organization, directly and indirectly employing over 12,000 individuals overall in companies and related organizations. Razavi Physical Education Foundation is comprised of several separate sports and cultural complexes which cover an area of over 23 hectares. This foundation is comprised of 12 sport facilities. Over 5,000 people take advantage of these sports facilities daily. All of these magnificent cultural and social accomplishments are blessings emanating from the existence of Imam Ali ibn Musa Redha, peace be upon him. The love and passion that people have for this Imam has contributed to the increasing development of this foundation. The variety of its activities and services are incomparable in the world today. The Shias believe that the Imam is infallible, has no fault in word or deed, is chosen by God to be the successor of the Prophet in explaining the Quran and religious rules. The relation to the Imam differs from person to person. Some think of him as a kind father, some as a compassionate brother, and others a sympathetic confidant. This is why the shrine is more than just a place to visit for these people. It's more like home. Imam Redha, peace be upon him, said, "The friend of each person is his wisdom, and his enemy is his ignorance."